Hey there and welcome to Factorio. My name is Brune and we're playing Exotic Industries, a mod for Factorio. In the last episode, we finally got Yellow Science hooked up and connected into the science here. Picked some research and that's going to be kicking off here soon. I suppose one thing I should pay attention to is the power of the power consumption. Because especially once all the rest of the science and everything starts turning on here, power is definitely going to increase. So I think I'll probably want to put down more solar panels at some point, but I think for now we'll just let that kind of do its thing. I want to check the solar panel situation over here too and see how that's coming along. Looks like we're missing energy crystals. Did I turn that off here? No, we just don't have any. Very interesting. Okay. So that looks like to me like we probably are a little light on our acidic water. But we should be essentially just forcibly making acidic water. So let's go see what's going on. Assuming we must be out of I'm thinking we must be out of acidic water is empty, petroleum is empty. Okay, so output full, output full, output full, output full. Fluid ingredient shortage. Okay, so we should be using up heavy oil and turning it into lube. Why are we not? Interesting situation. So in this one, if I set this to 20K, let's set this one to 25K. Or not the 25K, 22.5. So yeah, that should be giving us yeah, should be turning the heavy oil into lubricant. Yeah, then this one won't turn on. Unless these are below and above 20. Which isn't technically what we want either. So this one's turning it into kerosene. Maybe we just need more of that, because then the kerosene, I'm sure, is pushing it up the line. That's making light oil from the kerosene. Yeah, so I wonder what happens if I just increase this here. There's more kerosene. But so that one's off now. Trying to think of possible other ways to kind of handle this, because it seems like things are kind of like stagnating at this point, and it shouldn't be. So why is this one? Just really not enough pumps, or I'll just say fluid ingredient shortage. Oh my goodness. Okay, that might help if I had copy and pasted things correctly. Let's see where things kind of level off now at this point. And so this isn't going to turn on unless we have like enough petroleum gas, which I almost want to get rid of that. Entirely. I'm gonna say petroleum gas is greater than 1,000. Oh, I don't have one of those lights attached. I can't see what's going on. Yeah, let's do this. Copy the selection and then bring it up here. There we go. Okay, acidic water is climbing. Again. Sulfuric acid, looks like it's working. Almost want to put one of those on as well, but yeah, sulfuric acid is just, that one's just pumping no matter what, which is fine. We need tons of sulfuric acid. Okay, let's inspect over here. These are all working, which is very, very good. Now it seems like none of them are working. Oh, there we go, that one's working. The other thing I'm wondering too is, like, does this thing keep getting clogged up? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this is burning through it too. Maybe we have finally reached a stable equilibrium. And it's coming down to just needing to process more oil. Yeah, because it seems like all of these are just pumping and working. And that is causing these things to kick on and off. It's like we get too much kerosene, this one's kicking on. We get too much light oil, that one's kicking on. We get too much heavy oil, this one's kicking on over here. We get too much lubricant, this one's kicking on over here. We're probably not getting too much lubricant because science is probably trying to eat some of it up. Is kind of my guess there. Yeah, and it seems more like it's coming down to just not being able to produce enough of the regular fluids. So I guess it doesn't, I mean, maybe they are now. Let's see. Are any of these getting backed up? No, it doesn't look like it. That means they're all working. Power's doing great. Yeah, it just seems like we're not getting enough. Sulfuric acid is rising, so a lot more of the petroleum gas should start being devoted to acidic water. Yeah, acidic water looks like it's climbing. Let's see how our giant crystal farm is doing down here. Fluid ingredient shortage. This one seems like it's fully working. Just a few of these down here aren't getting turned on all the time. I wonder if we're making enough crystals. This right here, if it's running full blast, is going to be netting us 4.267 crystals per second. Over here, our yellow science. Our yellow science. This is our 1 per second. Oh yeah, so we definitely are making enough crystals. That's good. Where's solar panels? Are they getting crystals? No. What's happening to the crystals? Or is it, oh, it must be just have just started kicking on potentially. Yeah, you can see all of these crystals here are when oil actually started running, where didn't really have much going down the line before that. All right, that's okay. Let's check these things out now. Yep, these are all still pumping. Petroleum gas and acidic water still kind of in that weird state. Petroleum gas will go up a little bit, and then acidic water will burn it up, keeping it around 1,000. That seems like the final stage of this whole process here is making this happen. So fluid ingredient shortage, yeah. We're not getting or we have enough production up here for making this acidic water. We're just running out of petroleum every so often. Yep. Ooh, and I can see too that crude oil is slowly being burnt up. Actually, that's the first time that has been happening, or that's the first time that has happened. But this is going to be going down. Do I have any pump jacks on my character? I don't think I do, but I know I have some pump jacks back at the other base. Back at the mall. Okay. I think that's what I should do, is go and hook up the oil we have right here. Just get that connected in so we don't have to worry about running out of oil at any point. Probably could go for some more pipes. Okay, and pump jacks. They're right over. I thought they were right over here. I suppose they're probably over here where I was actually building. Oh, you get stuck running through there. It's weird. Probably, yep, right here. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 pump jack, perfect. Should look at the science or the production tab here in a minute and just see if yellow science has been holding up or if it's running short on anything yet. Connect in, we're all connected in. I just missed one there, that's interesting. Okay, let's put one of these pumps here. And just start taking it up. Oh, this actually works out pretty nice. Coming up directly this way. Now, where do I have this connecting into here? Right up there? Yeah, I think I'll just go right into that. Let's put another pump right here. Might need to be moved at some point if I want to build this out further. So let's see here. If I were to grab a whole extra stack and upgrade this here. Oh, it would just not get in the way. Perfect. There, and then we'll put a pump right here. Okay. Crude oil is filling on up. These are all working still. Like acidic water has been used up, I'm guessing. I feel like these are going to plug up soon. Yep, output full. Because I need this one because the lubricant isn't being used up quickly enough. So this one is connected there, okay? I have an idea. I'm going to add another one of these. No room to put it in line, so that's okay. But it shouldn't matter. So what we're gonna do, if you follow me here, is we're gonna connect this one. We're gonna have our inputs going to these two combinators where the arrow is pointing inward. Connect that wire to the input of this one, so it's also reading the signal. Now, my plan here is to have this one put an extra X on the line if the lubricant is above, let's do 20 or 2350. So meaning like it's like approaching maximum and keeps filling up in a sense. So now that one's going to output a check mark, and we will set this to be greater than or equal to 2. Because this one, so when lubricant gets up, it's always going to be 2. But then the key here is like if heavy oil starts getting too low, it's going to send another one, and we want it to stay on instead of going off just because heavy oil became low. So now if I connect this one in, we can go straight over to here or connect it into there. I mean, we literally could even connect to here because it all wraps around. But I think it'll make most sense if I plug it in here. So now this should force stuff up the chain when we are very, very close to maximum with lubricant, which is what was happening. Yep, all of this is kicking back on because the lubricant has a place to go now. Heavy oil is going up, which is causing the kerosene to be made. Yeah, I think this should work. And this I'm assuming this should keep us going and allow us to eternally be going. Yep, yeah, and that I think I finally solved it because this one is really only supposed to turn on when it's at that 90% mark. This one, I don't really want turning on unless ever, like, lubricant is very, 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 very backed up. So, I mean, honestly, I probably could even get rid of the other two and have this one just turn on when lubricant is way too high. I think I'm going to leave it in the probably too complicated state it's in, and just let this roll. Yeah, crude oil should never be an issue now. I'd really like to see like the acidic water just get all the way up. I suppose one thing I can check here is using our handy dandy rate calculator. To check this out, we need 64 acidic water per second. And if we come up here to our acidic water area, 80. Okay, so yeah, if this if these are working full time, that actually should be handling all of the crystal producers down at the bottom of the base. So I think things are getting there. Yeah, it looks like all of these are on. And we're seeing a little bit of acidic water in the way. But yeah, the big patch in the belt is again due to when we weren't producing acidic water there for a second. But that should be solved. What I'm curious about is if there's some way to detect if any of these are all of a sudden full, like their output is too full in a sense, you know? I think probably like the easiest way would be to have there be like a tank at the very end of here that this pumps into before it comes into everything else, and so we'd be able to see that tank essentially fill up, and we could when it gets, you know, above 24,750 or something, that should solve the solution. I was curious, I was like, oh, it's backing up here, but no, I do have that taken care of, which is very nice. So we didn't really get to robots today, but I am very glad that I think I finally did solve this, and the key truly was this extra piece here that's forcing it to make its extra lubricant into heavy oil, which then forces things up this chain where heavy oil to kerosene, kerosene to light oil into petroleum, and that is what's keeping our acidic water going. So, thank you so much for joining me. I think we're going to wrap things up here and actually go get to the robots in the next episode. But hope you're enjoying the series, and hope maybe you could learn something from this. I'm hoping to maybe... I still feel like I don't have an insanely solid grasp on this process, and how to really like word it and explain it to somebody else in a sense. And so that's why I feel like it's working right now, and I kind of understand why it's working, but to be able to just say, oh, this, and this, and that's how it works, and you can apply that to another system is something I'd really like to be able to do. That'd be a really cool thing to do for people who really enjoy playing this game and watching content like this, that I could demystify a lot of these things. And so I think outside of Factorio, I'm going to try and work on that and think about that some more, on how I could possibly explain like these decisions better, because I think it might even be just too complicated to this point too, with how I have like this one. I was saying I probably could even just take these out and have this one just turn on if acidic or if a lubricant is over the very big threshold here, 23,500. So yeah, I'll probably do some experimenting outside of here and hopefully try and do better explaining of that in the future, and not do any more episodes like this where I'm just sitting there staring at it trying to solve the problem in my head very quietly. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.